Okay. So the chat PDF, what is a chat PDF? So chat PDF is an AI powered tool that designed to make us, you can kind of talk to the PDF. It can be used in a lot of different areas for academic writing, for teaching, for you to learn, for administrators to look through documents and stuff like that. It's very simple. The interface will show, we'll see that later. And then it's like having a personal assistant that can read and summarize and answer your questions for you based on the content in the PDF. First, I wanted to square this out of the way. The good news is the chat PDF has a free plan, which is pretty generous because you can use that tool to read 3 PDF files a day. And each PDF file cannot exceed the limitation of 120 pages. And then there's also size limitation with the free plan, 10 MB. And then you can ask 50 questions a day using that tool. And if you really like it, and then you don't mind paying $5 a month, then you just get a little bit more, not a little bit, but like much more uploads. And then you can ask much more questions a day too. So that's the basic information about this tool. And so the features, those are very important ones I want to share with everyone. The first feature is you can use PDF from your device, or if you find one online, you just need to copy the link of that PDF file and put in the tool. So let me show you guys what's the interface look like. So this is the web version of the chat PDF. You can just Google chat PDF. This should show up. So we can see here has a drop PDF here. So you can either click on the left corner, says browse my computer. If you click on that, then you can choose whatever PDF from your local device. Or if you have the link, you move to the right down corner, says from URL. If you click on that, and then you just copy and paste the link in there. And then it will upload to this tool, and then the tool will read it. So to save time, I don't want to do that in real time right now. So I did some work ahead of time. I used a PDF that I have in my computer. And then I'll show you guys result in a little bit. So that's the first feature. Another feature is, of course, we already see that the interface is going to be very friendly. Let me show you. So I know the one very great thing, I will mention that later too, is the chat PDF can read different languages. That's why I used a Chinese one in my computer, because I want to see if I can actually read the Chinese characters, or it's just going to show up as little squares, So I put this is a Chinese story about 3 little pigs. We probably have the story in all different language versions. It's about like the wolf, trying to eat the 3 little pigs, and they have different houses, stuff like that. So as soon as I upload to the PDF, this is the interface you guys will see when you do the practice. And then it immediately give you a very brief summarize and actually give you 3 example questions. So then I start talking to the tool, I don't know if the English is too small. Let me make a little bit bigger for you guys. Here. Okay. So I start talking to the AI tool in English, and then it answers me in English. But because I was asking about the sentence pattern or grammar, just like random stories, random request. But when they need to use the target language, they will use the target language very, I didn't see any errors here, any mistakes here. So that's another feature. And then feature number 3, so you can ask questions, suggestions, extract information you need. It does not give you generic answers. It actually give you very detailed one because it can read all the contents in the PDF. I want to show you guys a few examples. So let's try this example 1. So yeah, this is the one we just saw, but I wanna to show you guys. So I asked him to summarize 10. So I gave the two very specific prompts, 10 Chinese grammar or sentence patterns that are used in this story. So he actually gave me 10 pretty good ones. Also gave me the pinyin, which is the pronunciation for the characters in here, and gave me the meaning too. Of course, you can keep ask questions. You can be like, this is great. Can you use each of those? Can you give me example for each of those sentence patterns? You will just generate a sentence for you. So, and let me see another example. Okay, thank you. So, and then I was want to try like reading comprehension questions. I feel like, especially with a lot of our students, there are probably a little bit many focus on reading and listening skills. So for reading comprehension part, I think that's a big area. Our instructors have a lot of room to explore using authentic materials to help them improve their reading comprehension skills. So I just asked it very general first. I said, can you create 3 reading comprehension questions for the language learners that are at the intermediate level? Because like the level of questions, how they're wording it are also important too. So they gave me answer, and also I wanna give me like answer keys, right? So it gave me questions, it gave me answer, and those questions actually all pretty good. I'm not gonna translate in the moment one, but just trust me reading the Chinese. And then I ask the tool, can you give me some images to help illustrate the story better? So this is one of the limitations for the ChatPDF. It cannot process image or graphic. So that's, I want to show you guys that too. Okay, let's see another example. Okay, I hope you guys can. It's a little bit blurry when I like blow it up too big. So, and then I have, and I want to see if it can like give me some ideas. I don't have a specific request, so I just ask, what other ways can I use this story to teaching Chinese language? And it actually gave me a pretty good comprehensive list. So it says you can use that to do vocabulary building, sentence structure, reading comprehension, writing practice, you know, role playing, cultural contest or creative project. all this stuff like we could use. So it gave me a general description how I can do it, but then I want more. So I asked the tool, can you give me one example for each ways you suggested? And then boom, here, it actually did give me like for each areas. You gave me a suggestion like how you can create flashcards with pictures or how you can do the sentence structure. And then you can, the good things like it can improve based on your request. If you're spending time read through this, some of the parts you don't like it, then you can just like talk to the tool like a person. Like, I don't like the example you gave to me for number 3. Can you give me another one? You will regenerate, you will try to give you a different one. So like, for example, like the role playing one, it gave you actually pretty good descriptions how you do that, how you divide students, how you take the roles, and who is how many roles do you need in the play and stuff like that. So that's great. And I will just jumped one last example of asking questions based on the PDFs. Okay, so, and I was thinking, maybe I know PDF is mainly more focused on reading, grammar, vocabulary, or like cultural learning. But then I was wondering, like, what are some ways can I use this as a script for Chinese listening exercise? Because you can have because we have like a lot of different tools to record. So if you find like a very great authentic materials but doesn't have the audio, you can always do the audio yourself, but then use that as a script to develop like very good listening activities. So you actually gave me very specific suggestions of like listening exercises, like fill in the blanks, multiple choices, true or false, like all this. And of course, if you keep asking, I don't think I did that. If you keep asking, can you give me activity examples? It will give you like examples for each category. So okay, so that's the main features when you're using the correct prompts to asking questions. And also always remember for AI tools, they are learning from you too. So if you talk to them, you cannot get the answer you wanted. You can try to switch to a different way. You can also ask questions in your target language. You will understand too. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna show you guys now because it does work. I tried it to ask, let me see. I believe I tried to ask the tool in Chinese. So here, so the blue one is the one I asked in Chinese. I said, can you give me 2 exercises that students need to arrange the order of the story? So totally read that correctly and then gave me a very, very specific teaching plan, like directions, examples, another one, directions, examples. So this is pretty good. And then the last feature, once you are done chatting with your PDF, of course, you don't want to just, take your notebook and then your pen, like writing down all this useful information. And of course, you can take a screenshot, but when you take a screenshot, you can't really copy and paste the text in there. That's one great feature with this tool is you can export the entire conversation as a TXT file. Let me show you really quick. So, sorry. So You guys will see when you practice on the chat box at the very top, you will see this download where I highlight yellow. You will see this icon. If you click on that, it will export the whole chat onto your device. Let me show you. When I tried to export the example I did, what it looked like. Okay. So I can make it a little bit bigger. So this is what it look like. It's a text format, which is the best one we want to use, which means it doesn't have any other formatting in this. So you can copy, you can paste, you can do whatever editing in there, but basically it's just a record of all the questions you asked and also all the answers you got from the chat PDF. Okay, so that's the chat PDF features. And then there are some limitations. So it doesn't process images or graphs, that like what I said. And then you cannot ask them to go outside of the PDF, do research, like searching for a video or searching for an audio on the web. That doesn't happen. And then there are file size limitations. And also you can only put in one PDF at a time. And then the last one is of course it takes practice to input a quality prompt. Like what I said before, AI is learning from you, you're learning from the AI. So when the AI is used to how you asking questions, you understand what do you want better, and then give you more on target answers. So there is some useful resources. This is the web version that I just showed you guys. www.chatpdf.com. You guys can, when we do the practice, you guys can just go to that website and to use it. I did prepare a prompts template. And then I was thinking that might be useful for you guys to try today, especially if you are new to this tool. And then I don't want you guys spend too much time to, think about, oh, what should I ask? So I prepared two versions depending what kind of devices you have, or software you have on your device. There is a Word document and a PDF version. My coworkers, either Thomas or Leah, will share those two versions in the chat. Feel free to download either of them or both of them. So let me just show you really quick. So I basically brainstormed some prompts. If you want, or of course, feel free to use your own prompts, try whatever you want. But if you want to use those, you can just copy this and then insert your own topics or like your own ideas in those highlight yellow part and then see what you get from the tool. So that's that. And let me see, there is, okay, and there is one website I think is pretty useful. It's called the Complete Guide of How to Use ChatPDF. Of course, you can always reach out to me if I could help you in any way. When you're using this tool, I would be more than happy to jump in and help you troubleshoot. But if you want to do some exploring online on your by yourself, this website is this information is pretty good. So I can share the link in the chat.